Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel, NiNjahCheeto here. Today there was a headline, and in the headline we got some more info about the Ultra Evolution update coming in June. There was a surprise today having the series producer Yuya Kimura give us some explanation over the slow progress of NGS. It felt like an apology of sorts, and I really appreciated seeing him giving out info regarding that, as well as info about the next stage of NGS. I will play the full clip of Kimura as well the Ultra Evolution update clips further in the video. For now though, I would like to go over a few things mentioned that I'm excited for. So we're going to be getting a new graphic update. A cell shading is going to be added, and with this you'll be able to actually turn it off via the options, and it only affects your character, not the world map or anything. But this is definitely cool. You're going to be able to actually add cell shading to your character if you want to. And they're saying that you'll even be able to use the cell shading for characters like in event cutscenes and concerts and stuff like that, like in your story scenes and whatnot. So this is definitely cool. I'm looking forward to trying this out. Definitely something cool for people that are into that whole like Genshin Impact and stuff like that vibe of characters. Definitely adds a neat like art aspect to the game. And you can even see as they like, there's a lot going on with it too, as they like tone and lighten different like aspects of like the hair and stuff. It's like shadow density. It's really cool. Looks really neat. So, in my opinion, PSO2 has one of the best character creators there already is out there, so this is just adding even more on top of that. Like, I think PSO2 just has the best character creation there is out of any game. So we're going to be having a new element in the game called portable holograms. Now with these holograms, you'll be able to place them across like cities and fields and combat sectors and stuff, and you can see they're placing like cats and trash cans and just various things like little markers like arrows of places to go, like little arts and stuff. So this is definitely going to add an interesting dynamic to the game. You'll be able to mark like locations on the map for like certain farms, or you'll be able to put like just waypoints and stuff if you're wanting to direct people in like certain like MPAs or like runs you're doing, or having like little special things for screenshot events and like coordination and whatnot. It's going to be really cool. You can even put like places for people to stand, like little markers and whatnot, you know, so it's definitely an interesting thing. I think a lot of people are going to enjoy this quite a bit. I know I will. Now they did show we're having a new enemy type being added into the game. They didn't give too much details on this. We don't know the name of the new enemy yet. We just know that the new enemies are going to be coming. I guess this is going to be one of the Starless perhaps. So at the end of the speech, Kimura did mention that they do have plans for Chapter 5 story stuff, as well as like enemies and quests and whatnot, stuff that wasn't shown in the video. And I guess they're going to be showing off more of that next month. Next month we're going to be having a headline on May 30th, I believe it is. So we should find out more about like what's going on with the enemies, what's going on with the story. Hopefully we'll find out like there's going to be like a new area or something, but we don't know too much about any of that yet. This headline was mainly about the social aspects of the game for the most part. So SEGA has shown off some more information about the June Ultra Evolution update concerning the creative spaces. So there's actually a lot going on with the creative space that they've showed us more info on. They've actually showed us that there's going to be a connect system that's going to let you link parts, and you're going to be able to choose like what parts are going to be linkable, and you're going to be able to choose different connection areas and stuff. And there's a lot going on with this. It seems like there's going to be so much for us to customize when it comes to our rooms and our creative space. Now they did also show that there's going to be some Genesis points that are going to be added, and that's how you're going to be purchasing room features, I guess. Now they actually show that you're going to be able to even edit the areas in the creative space to have kind of like similar to like how like the dashes are and stuff. You're going to be able to actually make like your own little mini games. So you'll be able to make like little time attack. It looks like these cut-ins to be played stuff. You can see they're doing all sorts of different things on the screen here, to where like they'll go up to like this cube and they'll interact with it. And they'll have a play like a quest clear, or like, you know, it does just different things. Like there's going to be all sorts of different little crazy like customizations we'll be able to do. So right there you can see that they did like a punch and they interacted with it. And right here they've even made like a little track inside of here with like a pressure plate, and they have like the little like symbols that they're collecting and jumping around. So I guess we'll be able to make like our own little like parkours and different little mazes and stuff. So it should be pretty interesting actually. For like, I can't wait to see some of the creations some people make when it comes to this stuff. Like I don't think like, I probably won't mess with this too much myself, but I actually will really look forward to running some of the ones that other people come up with. I'm sure it's going to be pretty fun. They kind of have like this whole like little like Simon Says thing going on here too. Like I say this, you do this, and it lets us progress further kind of thing. So they even show that there's going to be just various ways of things to do. Like it looks like they made like a little restaurant or a store or something. And they actually show like a still Dark Falls here. So I guess you'll be able to even like put like enemies into the map, which is pretty interesting. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for today. I'm going to end this video off with the full clip of Kimura-san going over the Ultra Evolution update. But before I leave you all to it, I want to know, what do you all think of the info given in the headline today? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a wonderful day, friends. See you in the next one. Enjoy.
Hello everyone. My name is Yuya Kimura from SEGA. I am the series producer for Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. I would like to thank all the ARC's operatives for playing NGS. Thanks to all of you. NGS will soon celebrate its 2nd anniversary. When NGS first launched, the game had a significant number of bugs due to the transition from PSO2 and suffered from a distinct lack of content, both of which were a source of concern and inconvenience to everyone involved. In particular, it took a long time to resolve the lack of content. This April, we were finally able to complete the release of the 4 regions, their related stories, and the 18 weapon categories from PSO2 that had been planned since the launch of NGS. To be perfectly frank, we started NGS with the assumption that we would be able to deliver regions, weapons, and classes to you at a faster pace. However, once we started, we found that we had more difficulty than expected in operating a system that coexists with PSO2, a setup rarely seen in other online games. We also had unforeseen delays in the development of open fields and high-end graphics, where we suffered from a lack of experience. And while we course-corrected as needed based on users' reactions to daily updates and operations, we continue to develop the content that was originally planned. It has been 2 years of constant trial and error. Although this situation came about by being overly optimistic, we hope players understand that we have been working diligently for the past 2 years to improve NGS and to make it more enjoyable to play. Regarding how NGS is managed, Hiro Arai and the rest of the PR and management staff are in charge of relaying new information to players, while the developers, myself included, focus on game development and keeping up to speed on the reactions and opinions of players. There will be no big changes in our strategy going forward, but I wanted to take this opportunity to speak to everyone because, as I mentioned, we have now completed the release of the main content of NGS planned since its inception, and with the game's 2nd anniversary approaching, I wanted to express my gratitude to everyone again. I would also like to take this opportunity to share with you directly an overview of the new NGS with a focus on the creative space, which is scheduled to release in June under the tentative title of Ultra Evolution Update. This has gotten a bit long, so without further ado, let's move on to a video. What did you think? In June, NGS will step into a new future with the Ultra Evolution Update, aka PSO2 New Genesis version 2. In addition to the creative space functions that have already been introduced, the new Connect system will be available to the public for the first time. With this system, users can create a variety of ways to play and express themselves, with the only limitation being their own creativity. We are very much looking forward to seeing what kind of original worlds our users will create. In addition, the portable hologram will be added as a new means of communication in the PSO2 series on top of our signature communication methods such as emotes, cut-ins, and symbol art. Unlike the building materials and furniture in the creative space, these can be placed anywhere in the game, albeit temporarily, and will allow you to enjoy unprecedented communication and in-game screenshots. Also, a cell shading feature will be added, introducing a new level to our ultimate character creation. Unlike most games with cell shading, this is a pseudo function that is applied only to the characters, and it can be toggled on and off at any time in the options. We hope that you will enjoy NGS with a slightly different atmosphere to match your preferences. In addition, a new type of enemy emerges as a threat, and battles become even more intense. Although not introduced in the promotional video this time, a new story that continues from the recently released Chapter 5 is scheduled to be developed, as well as crossover quests with other works that we have never collaborated with before. We are also planning to deliver the PSO2 11th anniversary event in July, and a new type of quest content in August. So I hope you're looking forward to NGS version 2. Currently, the second anniversary event is underway, so there is a lot in the works on that front as well. We hope to see a great many of you logging into the game to celebrate the second anniversary, enjoy the events, and get excited about version 2 with other users. In addition, as a little gift from the development team to commemorate the second anniversary, a short making-of video will be released every week for 6 consecutive weeks, starting on April 26th, to give you a little glimpse behind the scenes of NGS development. Once again, thank you so much for always loving and enjoying playing NGS. Everyone on the development and management team will continue to work together to meet your expectations and keep moving NGS forward as a service. We hope you will continue to stick with us. Thank you very much for tuning in today. I hope to see you all again sometime soon.